Hi everyone, Steve Gurney here from the Global Retail and Consumer Goods team, and welcome to the Supply Chain and Retail Operations area on our booth here at NRF this year. I'm just going to quickly run you through the demos we have here. We've had customers really enjoying the selection we have. We've got behind me an agentic AI solution that's actually resolved any issue right across the whole supply chain. So for example, if you have a port closure, you have a weather incident, you have a truck fail on its way to a retail store or distribution center, the agents can intercept that, they can understand what the issue is and look to resolve it. And actually we're going to dive deeper on that demo, but just to give you a flavor of some of the other demos we've been showing customers, we also have a personal productivity agentic solution that's using the AWS Quick Suite portfolio. And there it's for retail operations employees right across the complete sphere. It doesn't matter if they're in finance, HR, merchandising, or in the operations area like supply chain, for example. They can all use Quick Suite in their day-to-day jobs, in the same way we're using it here at AWS and Amazon. Helps their productivity and their day-to-day like repetitive routines, but things like detailed research and business data analytics as well. We also have agentic solution from the supply chain team. So they've been here with us this whole few days, and they're working with ERP solutions like from SAP, and again using the agentic solutions from Amazon Bedrock to actually again resolve issues there. So an example of that would be a sort of retailer and supplier mismatch in their invoicing and purchase orders. The agents again can go in, understand the issue, look to resolve that, and then actually pass it on to a human being to approve it. And that would have taken hours for an individual before, and the agents were able to do that in a few minutes. We also have a couple of partner demos in this area. One is SpectroCloud, and if you're not aware of them, they're really good at running AI and agentic applications at the edge. So in a retail store, in a sortation center or fulfillment center, they can run those AI applications at speed with fast response times, for an employee, for example, at the edge of the network, and then connect all through into the AWS cloud infrastructure. So great, really busy demos from SpectroCloud there. And then we also have Porter, and they're looking at fraud management for agentic commerce. So a very new area, and how to use secure payments and manage fraud in that new scenario. Okay, so that wraps up the overview. We're now going to run into one of the demos in detail for you.
Hey everybody, my name is David Bounds. I'm a solutions architect with Amazon Web Services, and I'm here today to talk to you about supply chains, specifically what happens when there is a disruption. Now for consumer goods and retail organizations, when there's a big promo, a product launch, or a shipment coming up, stockouts, disruptions, failure to fulfill contractual obligations are not acceptable outcomes. So for example, for a consumer goods organization, when there is a weather event, let's say a Category 3 hurricane approaching the Port of Miami that's going to disrupt your upcoming product launch, realistically, you have days of work ahead of you. Finding new logistics partners, new product offerings, new suppliers to possibly find a solution for this upcoming product launch. Instead, once that event occurs, we can automatically instantiate a multi-agentic architecture that will not only analyze the problem, not only leverage your existing enterprise data sources, your ERP, your inventory, your warehouse management, but understand this specific problem and provide actionable insights that you can then execute and then analyze to find the outcomes. All of the data that you're seeing, all of the actions the agents take, all of the insights that are generated are not only applied for this situation, but funnel back into your data strategy to help you make better decisions, faster insights, and power better agentic decisions in the future. And we're not leaving our supply chain experts out of the cycle. When those insights are generated, our supply chain engineers can approve, decline, or modify any of the insights. Then they're executed, and we can see step by step everything that has occurred throughout this pipeline, turning days of work to an easy day solution that makes sure you can reach all your contractual obligations. One of the most important aspects of this solution is that it's not absent of your supply chain experts. As you can see, our supply chain engineers, our supply chain analysts, our marketing managers can approve, or if they know things that the system hasn't been calibrated for, they can even decline or modify the execution orders. More than just recommendations, this executes those steps, now provides an analysis of the impact of your decisions. Every one of those approvals, denials, or modifications is now fed back into the system. So not only are the agents smarter and more capable, but because we're capturing every part of the solution, because it is flowing back into our modern data strategy, our business insights, our marketing analysts, everybody in our organization that takes advantage of that powerful data now can make more intelligent, precise decisions. The other important aspect is this is not a generative AI probabilistic outcome. These are exact, deterministic outcomes based on our data sources. So as you can see, we can have final determinations. When there is a review of these decisions, instead of saying the system made the decisions, we can have the confidence of saying we understand step by step why the decisions were made, what data was leveraged to make those decisions, and what the outcomes were. As you can see, we've got a record of everything that was approved, everything that was denied, our total order value, and the penalty avoided. This is a clear demonstration of the power of agentic AI to analyze, solve, and address our supply chain disruptions. Thanks everyone for watching. See you next time.